G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today's May 19, 2023. This is the Euro US dollar currency update. On our weekly, it's showing a neutral positioning, but on the daily, it's broken down into a bearish momentum. And I'll explain what that means and how to potentially trade on the lower timeframes like the hourly. This is the weekly chart. So again, you can see there, it was in a bullish momentum during those periods, but now it's broken down and it's in a neutral. So what it looks at is the triple moving average of the price chart. Moving average is 3, 5 and 60, and the CCI 150 moving average 5 and 50. When they're aligned in a bullish momentum, it shows a bullish signal. Aligned in a bearish, it shows a bearish, and at the moment it's neutral, meaning undecided because one of the indicators is not aligned with the other. Now, that's the weekly trend. The same logic applies for the daily. Again, it's showing a bearish signal. So predominantly bearish trades or short trades on the lower time frames like the hourly. Now, if I zoom out, you'll notice I've got a support here at 95.35 and a resistance at 110.76, and also these two diagonals, descending and ascending diagonals. It did actually break down through this descending diagonal, and it's now, if I zoom in, I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement, and it's actually broken through the 50% level and now approaching the 61%, and that's our key area to look out for, because generally, when it breaks through the 61% to the downside, in this case, it'll probably be a continuation of a bearish movement. Otherwise, it could always turn up at any one of these Fibonacci levels or somewhere in this range, and that's literally almost the last point of resistance or support we may see. So at the moment, it's still trending down and approaching the 61%. To be just be mindful of that. On the hourly, to trade the hourly or any lower time frame, like even the 2 hourly or the 15 minute, using the triple moving average and the CCI moving averages as guidance by the weekly and daily. We applied also to the hourly time frame in this case. So if we're predominantly going short, we take it when the candle breaks below the fractals, and when we're going long, if the weekly and daily are aligned, we go long when the candle breaks above the fractals. Now what I've got up here as well is 2 back tests. This one is a bullish back test. This one is a bearish short positions only back test. And I've got those there deliberately to show you both. So you can see there during this period, during that decline of the Euro US price, you can see there it averages down. We don't use stop losses. It averages down. So every time it averages down a certain percentage, it adds to the position, and according to the weekly, daily timeframes. Now, this is the bearish momentum or bearish trade. And you can see there's smaller entries, smaller contracts entered, and it doesn't average down, or a very minimal averaging down until this point where the price starts moving to the upside. That's when it starts averaging down. So pretty much the opposite of the bullish scenario. Now the way you would trade this, you don't do this throughout the whole period. You need to discriminate between longs and shorts. In other words, you can see there during this bearish period when the price was declining and the profitability was declining, but notice the profitability of the bearish program was increasing. That was because on the weekly it was showing predominantly bearish indications, and they need to be aligned with, if I zoom out, they need to be aligned with the bearish indicators on the daily as well. So when both the weekly and the daily are aligned, that's when you take the bearish trades. And until recently, since September 22, when the price started moving to the upside, and you had a couple of bullish scenarios along with the bullish scenarios on the daily, that's when the daily started kicking in. Sorry, the bullish trade started kicking in, and the bearish trades started taking a hit on the profitability. So again, just be mindful, always trade in the direction of the weekly and the daily to be more confident about successful trades and averaging down. To understand this and other trading ideas, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe to my Patreon page. We also include weekly scans of stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.